First and foremost, want to give all praise, glory, honor due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. With no respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth all over the world, worldwide. Coming back at you again with another lesson. Basically we're going to go into Revelation chapter 12. And this chapter is a very deep chapter. It's a very enriched chapter because basically this chapter it goes into it goes into Israel and Esau per se. You know what I'm saying? And what Esau wanted to do, with the children of Israel, and how Esau went in, basically the devil, the dragon, he went to see the whole world. If you study this chapter, you'll understand that this chapter has a lot, it says a lot in it, especially in these times, man. Before let's just go ahead and let's just get into the chapter. All right, this is Revelation chapter 12, and this is verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And that woman, according to the scriptures, that represents the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And that, that woman represents the children of Israel. And if you read in Genesis, when Joseph had that dream, he said, behold, he said, the sun, the moon, and 11 stars made obeisance to me, and his father Jacob, understood the dream that, that they were talking about, him and his wife and his sons, man, and they wives, man, they represented, the Israelites, there's 12 tribes of the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the scripture's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Revelation 12 and 1. And this is verse 2. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. You know what I'm saying? And who is this man child that she's going to bring forth? We're going to get to it in a minute. This is verse 3. It reads, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns upon his, and 7 crowns upon his head. And who is this red dragon? This red dragon is is basically Esau, man. That's the red dragon, because you read in Genesis chapter 25, verse 25, it says that the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. You know what I'm saying? And that red is talking about Esau. And the 7 heads and 10 horns is talking about the nation of Esau. The European Union. You know what I'm saying? That's what that goes into. The 7 heads and the 10 horns, it goes into the provinces that there was in league with the beast. And you can put the European Union in the midst as well, man, because the European Union it has it has people that are in it, but that's neither here nor there. The brothers can go into it. They have a better breakdown than what I can do. But when you understand the scriptures, you understand that the red dragon is talking about Esau eating 7 heads and 10 horns is the provinces that he ruled. I believe with what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm an expert at it, but you know, you had brothers that went into it. So that's what this is talking about. And verse 4 said, and it's tell you the third stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as born. And what was the child they were talking about? It was talking about Yahushua, because you read in the book of Matthew, you know, it goes into you know what I'm saying, it goes into the Salaki. You read the book of Matthew, and King Herod, you know, found out that, you know, Yahushua was going to be born, you know, in Bethlehem. And then he sent the wise man, you know, say that, you know, go search diligently for the young child. You know, you go find him, bring me word again that I may go worship him also. But after the, you know, the angels, not Salaki, after the wise man seen, you know, what Yahushua was, you know, they got warned. You know, they got warned to not go back to King Herod, and they went another way. And then the angel warned Joseph. He said, but Herod, you know, basically in a nutshell, that Herod was going to seek the young child to destroy him. And that's what these devils trying to do now. You know what I'm saying? They want to destroy, you know, the children of Israel. And who will go first? You know, that's what they want to do. They want to destroy the children of Israel. And the third part of Stars of Heaven is talking about, you know, the Israelites, man, because it, you know, it goes into three parts. You have the sons of men, you know, which are the other nations. Then you have the wicked, which is Esau. Then you have the righteous, third part, which is the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And these devils have our people in captivity and been doing wickedness toward our people for a very long time now. But let's just continue. Verse 5, and it reads, and she brought forth a man child, which is Yahushua, who was to rule all nations with the rod of iron. And her child was caught up into Yahweh, into the throne. And this man child, what she's talking about, is talking about Yahushua, you know, is to rule all nations, which he's going to do that when he returns back on the earth. He's going to take down this current rulership and all these other nations that associate with it, man. He's going to take them down, and he's going to rule over all the nations, man. You know, he's going to rule over them with a rod of iron, meaning that he's not going to be nice about it when he takes them down, especially in you know, in the kingdom of heaven. You know, your house is not going to be nice to these other nations. He's going to rule these nations with a rod of iron, man. He's going to, you know what I'm saying, he's going to get that payback on what these other nations not only did to him, but what they also done to his chosen people. So he's going to get that payback. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Verse 6. It said, and the woman fled into the wilderness, that she had a place prepared of Yahweh, that she should feed her there 1,260 days. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angel fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought in his angels, and that's going to be coming up. Because when Yahushua returns, you know, these devils are going to be afraid, but Yahweh going to put the spirit upon them to fight anyway. And what's that war in heaven? Not talking about up there with Yahweh, Shem Yahushua. It's talking about, you know, here on the earth, man. You know, in the skies, you're going to see the chariots going to be fighting against, you know, Esau, Edom, and these other nations, man. They're going to be fighting against them. All these nations are going to come together, and they goal is to take down Yahushua and to take down the angelic host of angels, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they know once these chariots come, they know it's going to be the end of their rulership. And so that's the reason why you see them building up this space force. Because they know that Yahushua is returning back. And he's going to return to gather up the elect of Israel. You know what I'm saying? He's going to return, and he's going to take down their rulership, and he's going to take down these other nations as well that participated, that joined unto Esau. So they got a lot, you they gonna be, they got a lot they have to pay for, and you know what I'm saying, these devils know that. So that's the reason why you seeing them building up this space for it. That's the reason why they pushing this vaccine. That's the reason why they pushing the RFID microchip, because they know they only have but a short time, and they know that your house shot is returning back, and he's gonna come back, and he's gonna return back, and he's gonna gather up the elect. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, you know, at the same time while he gathering up the elect, you know, these other nations, you know, that John Lee will eat, they're gonna fight Yahushua, and they're gonna fight Yahushua, and they're gonna fight, you know, the angels, man. And you know, Yahushua and the angels, they're gonna make quick work with eating these other nations. You know what I'm saying? You know, because in the Revelation it also goes into that you know, they prepare an hour, day, month, and a year to slay the third part of men, which is talking about they plan on slaying the wicked and anybody else that join unto them, man. But these you know, these nations, man, whereas they gonna get their behinds handed to them by, you know, Yahweh in the host of angels. You know, Yahweh shall lead the way, you know, follow along with Michael. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and they're gonna get that payback. So you're gonna see that, you know, hopefully in the near future, you're gonna see that this is gonna happen. You know, let's just continue. It reads, and prevail not. Yeah, prevail not. Now that their place found any more in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Mean that they got cast down, man. That they got cast, you know, they got cast down, you know what I'm saying, out of their rulership. You know what I'm saying? Out of their rulership, and they're gonna find themselves being back at the bottom. You know, being that base man, as the scriptures call them, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they the basis of men. And that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out to the earth, and the angel was cast out with him. You know what I'm saying? The devil is going to be cast out of rulership. He's going to be cast out of power, and he's going to be at the bottom. Even in Revelation Isaiah chapter 14. You know, Isaiah chapter 14 goes into you know, the other nation gonna be like, are you become like us? Are you become weak as we? Let me just get it, because once the devil gets taken out of power, you know, these other nations as well as Israel are gonna be telling them, man, like, are you becoming like us? Are you become weak as we? You know what I'm saying? They gonna be making mockery of this devil, man, because of how he oppressed the people. You know what I'm saying? And this is I'm gonna get to the point. This is Isaiah chapter 14, and this is verse 10. And all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Because these devils gonna be taken down, as we read in Revelation chapter 12. Now they're gonna be taken out of power, and they're gonna be brought down low. Because you look around, you got these devils, they walking in great pride, and they don't believe that they're going to be taken out of power, and they don't believe that anybody's evil, man. But how about Shema Shah is going to take these devils out of power, and he's going to make speed and work on these devils, man. And these devils going to realize that this is their end. And your house is going to take them down very swiftly and very quickly. You know what I'm saying? And they got cast out to the earth, meaning that they got cast out of rulership. You know, they got defeated by Yahweh and his angels. And let's go to verse 10. And it reads, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power and the power of Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuse him for our power day and night. And this is what this devil does, man. You know what I'm saying? He accused us before our power day and night. And what the devil do? You know, like he'll force the, like he's gonna force the vaccine. He's gonna force everybody, try to force everybody to take the vaccine. But then turn around to the Yahweh Shem Al-Shah and will say, see, look at your people. See, your people even took the vaccine. So let us get back to birthright. And this is what this whole thing is all about. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing is about, these devils want their birthright back. So they're going to do anything and everything that they can to try to get that birthright back. You know what I'm saying? But they know which thing. They know they would never get the birthright back. The birthright belongs to Jacob, man. And they know that. That's the reason why they doing all this stuff. They trying to be they trying to have immortality. You know what I'm saying? They trying to be like the Most High. And their whole end game is they want to take down the Most High so they can be the Most High. They want to take down, the Most High chosen people so that way they can forever be in rulership. But we know that that's not going to happen. And so what they do, they put evil before us and then turn around and accuse us to the Most High, saying that the Israelites, His chosen people, are wicked. That's what they basically do. And then they turn around and say, you can give us back the birthright. Your children ain't worthy of receiving it. But guess what? You devils ain't worthy to receive it either. Because when you had it, you know what I'm saying, you gave it up for one morsel of meat. And these devils mad. So that's the reason why they come to accusing us before Yahweh Shem Al-Shah day and night. Because they know that they know that they're not gonna get the birthright back. You know what I'm saying? They doing everything and any and everything to try to stop the Israelites from getting it, man. They don't want us to get it. So that's the reason why they pushing this vaccine. That's the reason why they're pushing the RFID microchip, transhumanism, and then they tell you if you don't worship the image of the beast, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be killed. So these devils know what they doing. They doing this because they know that they're not gonna get the birthright back. And in their mind, if they can't rule, guess what? You can't rule either. So we're gonna make sure you don't rule either. We're gonna make sure that we separate you from your power. So that way that you can't rule either. So that's what this is all about. It's all about their birthright, and they want it back. And they're not gonna get it back. Like I said, that's the reason why they accuse us before our power. They accuse us and saying that we ain't worthy to receive the birthright, and they know they're not gonna get it. So it is what it is. So let's continue. In verse 11, they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives to the death. And that's talking about the elect of Israel. You know what I'm saying? They gonna overcome this beast system. They gonna overcome by resisting the RFID microchip, by resisting the vaccine, by resisting the things of this world. I mean that they gonna overcome the beast. They gonna overcome this. They gonna overcome the system, and they gonna receive eternal life for it, man. Talking about the elect of Israel. You're gonna have some of the elect is going to be martyred. You know what I'm saying? Because you read in Revelation also goes into, the fifth seal, and roughly paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying, those that got slain gonna wrestle the season, it says until their brother is gonna be killed like as they were, roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna, stand stiffly, for the word of Yahweh Shem Al-Shah. And their works and what they do is gonna speak for itself, and in the midst of death, they're gonna welcome it, man, because they know as soon as they get put to death, they know that they gonna live forever, and that's just what it is. In verse 12, it said, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the habitants of the earth and of the sea, But the devil is come down unto you having great wrath because he know he had but a short time. And these devils know they only have a short time to fulfill their plan. You know what I'm saying? To fulfill their agenda. And we all know it's about talking about that new world order. Talking about getting everybody under one umbrella and him being ruler over all the nations, man. And because the devil wants to be the most high. So he knows he only has a short time to do that to get his plan off the ground. But we all know that Joel 5:12 said, y'all gonna disappoint the devices of the crafty, meaning that these people are not gonna be able to get their new world order off the ground because they think, they gonna have it, or they think everything gonna be in place. But Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna throw a monkey wrench in their plans by sending his son Yahweh Shah to come back with the hosts of heaven and to take these devils down, man. Because these devils don't realize, you know what I'm saying, when they think they got their new world order in place, these devils don't realize that Yahweh Shah is gonna just come back and take all that down. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be back as being base men, they're gonna be back at the bottom. So that's the reason why you seeing the devil coming with that noise, man, with that wrath. And he's gonna come with that sword, against you Israelites because a lot of people they're not gonna take the chip, and he's gonna come down with that sword to force you to take the mass hand and force you to take the RFID microchip. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil's mad because he know that his kingdom is coming to an end. And he only has a short time to do what he has to do. And that's what it is. Let's continue verse 13. It reads, and when the dragon, which is evil Esau, that he would cast unto the earth, cast out of rulership, he persecuted the one which brought forth the man child. Who is that? That's the children of Israel. Because the devil knows that he only has a short time and he's being revealed on a grand scale. And that would mean by being cast onto the earth. We know it's talking about he's going to be cast out of rulership, but in this time period, you know what I'm saying, people are not, they're not trusting in the devil anymore. And the devil see that he's losing rulership. So get what, he's mad. And so what he's doing, because of this truth about him being throughout the four corners of the globe, he's coming after you Israelites, you black, so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans. He's coming after you because he knows that you're going to have nets you're going to have nets in rulership. You're going to be ruling in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to be ruling over him. So that's the reason why he's coming after you, because he has a deep hatred towards you, and that all stems back to that birthright, man. But it really goes back to Cain and Abel. But the real reason it goes back to that birthright. And it does mad because he's the wicked and you're righteous, and the Most High love Jacob, but he hates Esau, man. And he was mad because the Most High hate them, and he had rejected them. So they coming after you because they know that you're the righteous. They know that the Most High love you. So they doing this to provoke the Most High. You know what I'm saying? To provoke him because they know that the Most High hate them. And so they want to kill and get rid of the Most High, which we know that's laughable. They're not going to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And they mad. They know they can't get to the Most High. So get what? They want to provoke the Most High by messing with his chosen people, because the book of Zechariah say, he that touches you touches the apple of his eye. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't know that to provoke the Most High is to mess with his children. You touch the Most High, he touch the children, you touch the apple of the Most High's eye, and he's going to get some sweet revenge for that. But these devils don't care because they're going to continue to persecute Israel, and the whole end game is to want to kill and get rid of all the Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's continue. And a woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she may fly into the wilderness, into her place, for she is nourished for a time, and times a half a time from the face of the serpent. In verse 15, and a serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, and that he might cause her to be carried away for the flood. They're talking about all these different doctrines and all these philosophies. that the devil cast out of his mouth, man. That water mean all these different doctrines and you know, philosophies and these things that the devil trying to use to disconnect you from your power. So away. That way they want you to get carried away with all these doctrines. So way you won't serve Yahweh Shem Shah. And so that way they're trying to have you into the trick bag. So that way the Most High can destroy you. You know what I'm saying? Because you follow their vain doctrine, they vain philosophies. You know what I'm saying? But it was a time period there, you know what I'm saying, we were void of that wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shah, and we were deep into Christianity. Some of us was deep into Muslim, some of us was, deep into Catholicism, some of us was atheists, so on and so forth, to Yahweh Shem Shah, about spirit back upon the earth. And he opened our understanding, and we was able to understand the words of Yahweh Shem Shah. And we repented and came back to our power. You know what I'm saying? Realizing that the religion that we was in, that wasn't the right path. Yahweh Shem Shah has opened up our understanding. So now we'll come back to this wisdom, knowledge, and this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And now you got these devils are mad. You know what I'm saying? They mad and upset. And you know what I'm saying? And all these nations became angry. All these nations are angry because we woken up, because we coming back to our power, because we repenting, because we calling up on the name of Yahweh Shem Shah. Especially he's mad because he's banking on us not waking up. And they spend billions upon billions of dollars in movies, laughing at us and showing us our heritage to our face. And we couldn't get it because spirit wasn't on us to get it at that time. But now the spirit upon us to get it, we start to understand. We start calling upon our power, Yahweh Shem Shah. Now these devils are mad and upset, man. And they trying to lull us back to sleep, trying to use us false Israelites to trying to get us to go back to sleep and trying to get us to stay in Babylon the Great, which the elect don't want to be here, man. We don't want to be in this place no longer, man. We want to be delivered. We want to get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? And all these doctrines that they spewing out of their mouth is not helping. But as you gonna say in verse 16, it said, "And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened up a mouth and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of their mouth. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of the sea, which kept the commandment of Yahweh and had testimony on Yahweh Shah Mashiach." The dragon was wroth because guess what? We're no longer not being duped by the seed of the wicked, man. Yahweh Shem Shah gave us this wisdom and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And when we understand what's going on now, and we're aware, and then you got the prop down highway byway teaching. And breaking down what's going on, taking these scriptures, breaking it down, breaking this bread down. And for the elect is going to receive it. The elect is going to believe in the words of Yahweh Shem Shah. And get what? They no longer can be fooled by what this man device and what he's doing. So now this man upset, he's making war with the remnant of see, who's that remnant? The elect of Israel. You know what I'm saying? He's making war with the Israelites, mainly the elect. Because why? Because the elect is coming back to their power, man. They repent and come back to Yahweh Shem Shah. And they call upon his name, and they trust and believe that he's going to deliver them out of this, which he is, by the way. And these devils are mad and upset. And they're like, we got to do something about this. These people call upon the true names of their power, man, Yahweh Shem Shah, because these devils, they banked on us not waking up, man. They bank on us not knowing the names of our power, and they wonder why. And they wonder how in the world did we knew the names of our power, Yahweh Shem Shah, because the Spirit was given unto us to know that, man. You know what I'm saying? And when the brother taught the names, man, brother taught the names, and then when we heard it, it immediately resonated with our spirit. It immediately resonated with us, and we began to wake up out of that dead state, because we was in a dead state at a particular time. Then Yahweh Shem Shah had woken us up out of that dead state by sending his servant the prophets. And these devils mad because we're waking up, we're coming back to our power, we repent, we're detaching ourselves from this world, and they knowing that about their elect doing that, what I'm saying, it's bringing an end to their kingdom, man. And they know that their kingdom is coming to an end. So that's why the devil mad. These other nations mad too because they benefit off us being dumbed down. They benefited off us being asleep. These other nations are mad as well. So these other nations, they participating in this war too. Even you had 2/3 of our people that are mad and upset. And why they mad? They mad because 2/3 of our people they want to stay in this wicked society. They want to stay in this wicked kingdom, man. They mad and upset, and they realizing that by the elect waking up, it's putting a dent in their plan because you even have some of our people want, talking about we can't leave yet because I want to see my children, my child get grown. They want to see this, they want to see that. You know what I'm saying? But going back to Esau, Edom being mad and upset. You know what I'm saying? Because he know his kingdom is coming to an end. And he's making war, and how he's doing that by pushing this vaccine, by pushing this RFID microchip, by pushing these draconian laws, by wanting to ban the Bible, saying that the Bible is a weapon, and then so because said that the Bible is hate speech, and all these other things. That that's how they making war, and they're gonna make war physically by coming down with their sword, man. And when they do that, that's when Yahushua is gonna make his move, come back to the earth, and he's going to put an end to this foolishness, and then the kingdom of heaven is gonna be established. And that's it for a lesson. Salaki for being all over the place. What I'm saying? Salaki, if things want, it's clear. It's clear. But I pray that this lesson will edify in any way. With that, I want to give all praise, glory, honor due unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadas, double honor to the apostle Els, the great millstone. Another respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth all over the globe worldwide. See you again with another lesson real soon, Yahweh willing. Shalom, Abba Ball, and Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.